Woodsy, the Origin teams have been announced. I'm looking forward to your take on Queensland.
Yeah, well, I'll start with New South Wales first. Obviously, the omission of Mitch Barnett with the ACL injury, we knew that was coming. So Max King will move into the starting position.
Good on him.
Stefano Tuikamano will come on the bench for his second Origin appearance. Obviously, we've got Matt Burton, Keon Kolomatangi, and Lindsay Smith in the squad. Terrell May, unlucky to miss out again. I thought he was probably going to be in the reserves this time if he wasn't in the team. But then it takes us to Queensland. You know, you look at the squad, what they've done. I honestly, I cannot believe it. So, first of all, Kurt Mann comes onto the. Well, they haven't named their squad. They've named their squad.
Yeah.
They haven't announced their 1 to 17 at the moment.
But there's speculation.
The speculation, but from reports, Kurt Mann will come onto the bench. Tommy Dearden will come to a starting position as halfback. So what they've done is they've dropped their skipper, Daly Cherry-Evans, the captain of the Queensland side. This hasn't been done since Trevor Gilmeister in 1996.
Ooh.
And it's so funny because in Game 2 last year, Billy Slater had these words to say about Queensland.
I haven't even thought of that. We're still Queenslanders.
Billy just said we're still Queenslanders. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, we're from Queensland.
Yeah, no, but you asked, are we going to make changes? And you said you're still Queenslanders.
Yeah, I said I haven't thought of that, and I said we're still Queenslanders, so
Does that mean we don't make changes?
I don't know.
Well, for me, that's piss poor form from Billy Slater because we're still Queenslanders. After Game 1 in your press conference, you said it wasn't about the personnel. You said you didn't play too well. You've come out and you've axed your captain, Daly Cherry-Evans. You've said it wasn't a scapegoat, mate. It's a scapegoat. Everywhere you look, you're not used to getting hammered in the media.
Do you think he responded to backlash?
I think he did respond to backlash. The pressure and the criticism has got of Billy. Yeah. He's lost 3 in a row of Origin matches, which is unheard of Queensland. They're going to Perth, which is a flat track for New South Wales. You look at this squad. Cherry-Evans should be there. I've heard the commentary around it that he got his chance in Game 1. Well, there should be a lot of other players that should be moved on too because you look at guys like Harry Grant. He's 0-6 from starting at hooker for Queensland. He'll be named as a starter there. It's very hard to play behind a forward pack that's not going forward. But you played rugby league. You look at Mo Whatuwaka. He had 39 metres in the first game.
There's Corey Horsburgh's in the squad.
Yeah, but
surely
they reckon he's going to be in the extended squad. I don't know what he's got to do to play to get a jersey.
So hang on,
Queensland.
Corey Horsburgh is not going to make the bench.
He'll be a development player for the team.
That's not right.
It's so funny because you watch these blokes up north and they say we don't get Origin, and they use this pick and stick mentality. Well, Billy, you've just turned on your skipper. I want to see the real Billy Slater come out, the grub that we know of. Because this is a bloke that kicked John Skandalis in the head that got 6 weeks suspension at Leichhardt Oval.
Go off, son. Go off,
Everyone
son.
wants to go, he's such a nice bloke. Well, mate, you've won your first 2 series as coach. You've lost last series. You picked the side that we all was expecting New South Wales to win 13+. Luckily, the New South Wales didn't play well. You're going into another game. If you lose this second series, does that mean you're going to get sacked? Because Kevy Walters got sacked after 2 series losses, and he only coached 4.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure on Billy Slater, and I'm very interested. I watched his body language in the press conference, and he's not a man that's confident in what he's doing at the moment.
The thing about Billy, look, to be clear, I like Billy Slater. I'm mates with Billy Slater, but I've never seen him rattled. When he did that press conference last year about just saying we're Queenslanders, that was the first time I've ever seen him lose any type of measure he had, right? He was rattled by it. And it feels like now he doesn't usually respond to backlash. He has, he's set in his ways. He's very professional. He has his team. He has his methods. But it does feel like he's responding to backlash and media.
I love watching little things about Billy. Every Sunday he does a Sunday footy show. It's him, it's Joey, it's Brad Fittler. And then after Origin 1, he got his little mate Cameron Smith to stand there and help defend him. And it's just so funny. Very interesting for me is, do they kick off to Spencer Leniu? Billy, you can say it was a tactic as much as you want. It was a soft option, and it was come from a really poor excuse from you, mate.
Whoa, I was going to say, we should get him on.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I think
Well,
he'd probably
lie to us
decline.
anyway.
We should get Billy on.